Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here, and Dave guessed it. I got batteries in both airplanes today. We're going to fly the Esbach, and then we're going to fly the Mamba by Flex. I just didn't get my fill yesterday because it wasn't going fast enough, and so I put a much bigger battery in there today. And it should go strong the whole time with no problem. And of course the Esbach's always a good time. We do have a bit of a weird angle with the wind today, so takeoffs and landings will be a little bit weird / sketchy. We'll see how that goes. But guys, if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you know when I'm going live. And if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up and leave some great comments. Yeah, watch out for them snowmounds. They pushed all that snow up there. They're probably another 3 feet taller than they were when I put the F-15 into it. So I do have the new landing gear on the F-15, and it needs the wires cleaned back up inside the cockpit, and battery tray put back in, and some paint, maybe a little more foam filler and some of the little dents and crevices. But other than that, the F-15 is going to be ready to go soon as we got a little bit nicer weather and I got a little more courage. The next time I fly, it'll definitely be on this main drive, much longer, plenty of space for takeoffs and landings. And anyways, let's get this Esbach in the air and see how I do. Got the mitt. It is only 20 degrees today. So, whew. Fingers are already cold, but I got them up in the mitt now. And she's not wanting to turn. Nice slow turn. We got to take it down this way, and we're going to take off at a weird angle here between the lamp post and my car. So we got to be real careful here. Maybe a little bit farther up. That looks pretty good. It takes off pretty quick, but we're going to come across here and get it up, and then we'll take it back over here because the sun's in that direction. And then the landing will come from that tree in the corner there. There was a full scale over here a little bit ago, but he's cleared out. Alrighty. And we'll take it back over here. I do have it in low rates. This thing rarely needs to go into high rates. The wind's not too bad today, but it is coming across my normal flight pattern. If you guys haven't seen this airplane before, I am running it on 6S with a 0.4, I think it's a 0.46 rimfire motor. And I think, I'm not even going to say which ESC it is. I can't remember if it's the Skywalker or if it's one I used from the old Advanti jet. But it's one of those, like an 80 amp ESC, designed to be able to handle 6S batteries, of course. You can see it weather vaning just a little bit. This airplane has no AS3X or safe, of course. I'm not really sure what kind of receiver I got in there. This might be Orange RX, or it may be an AR 620, which is just their standard park model far away, so 620 is fine. It's not like I'm trying to take it up into the clouds and anything else, so it can do the distance that I want to do. Keep it above the snow mounds for sure. Doing some hot inverted laps. I am about half to 3/4. We'll bring it down this way and we'll do a high-speed pass into the, not exactly into the wind, but more wind than this other, the down. Here we go, full speed. It was a little bit of a climb because of the speed. Still cooking in the down leg. Letting off a little bit. Here we go. A little bit of a climb out of there. Didn't want to take any risk with those snow mounds. Still in low rates, which is helping out with those high-speed passes and keep me from jerking it one way or the other. There we go with the knife edge. With all that power, it doesn't take much rudder to keep it up there at the high speed. There we go. We'll go a little bit slower and more nose up. It did start to couple just a little bit there. I'm not sure if you guys could tell, but it turned towards me a little bit. A little bit of an outside loop there. One thing I've said many times, and I haven't done it yet, is I need to learn to work on those point rolls, where you get it into your first attitude and then stop and then follow through. That was somewhat of a 2-point loop, they would call it, but I'm more into the continuous roll, and I said loop, but I meant roll. The timer just told me it's time to bring it in, so we'll take it down here behind the shed, and I have stepped out here just a little bit to help me out, because we do need to clear the snow before we touch down. I think I got it. Just like that. I'll bring it back around the lamppost here. I'll say that's pretty good right there. So, change models to the Mamba. Luckily, Mamba is number 2 in my list. The IX-12 does take a second to switch models. There, she's ready. Got her in high rates. Alright, so this is downwind, but I'm good with it. You see quite a bit more power today, guys. She sounds like normal. Nice. This airplane's so much more fun when everything's working right. Super cool. Man, I've missed flying this airplane so much. Get it in that knife edge real easy with this airplane. Steering it around a little bit. The wind messing with it just a bit. And like I was saying about the courage, a lot more courage with this airplane for a few reasons. And if you guys watch RC Sailors, you know what Abby's courage is. And that's true with this airplane for me. It's been crashed plenty of times. And so I'm not afraid to fly this and fly it hard and get right above that lamppost. I'm not scared. She's a great flying airplane. And back the other way up top. Nice. Whole different airplane when you got plenty of current in there and power. I'm flying a 3S 3300 60C battery, and she is liking it. With a nice big roll type loop, taking it out to the back. And when you're in those high rates, it's a little more jittery when you make moves at the higher speeds. Those high rates are much better for the slow maneuvers or stalled maneuvers. You want that extra control. I rarely do it, but here, let's throw it in low rates for some inverted flight. A little smoother. Get it back in high rates. I usually fly in high rates, and that's what I'm used to. Coming in at the snow mound. No, not the snow mound. So it just told me it's time to bring it in. So we'll circle around nice and easy. If I bring it in hot, let's do that. Haven't done that. I can bring it in a little more hot. In fact, let's take it up just a little bit. It's got this thing called the crow. You can see it flaring out just a little bit maybe. Oh, well, it had a thing called the crow. Shoot. So I don't practice with the crow that much, and that it slowed it down way faster than I was expecting. Oh, that's deep right there. I just stepped in a hole that was like over 1.5 feet deep. Oh. Looks like it bent this landing gear just a little bit. There we go. Let's see if everything's working. We'll bring it in for a normal landing. Just past the snow here. Just like that. We'll cut back through the deep snow. Whoops. So guys, super happy to get these airplanes in the air today. I've been looking forward to a nice sunny day to be able to fly and have some fun doing it. Still a little bit cold, but I got out here and flew 2 airplanes and had fun. And that's what this hobby is all about. It's also about getting some fellowship time, but of course, because the COVID, that's not happening too much. I do appreciate all the nice flyings and all that type of stuff. I do appreciate it. I'm just out here having fun and trying to share it with everybody. And as always, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.